In a house in the woods, there's an old grandfather clock that's been there for over 100 years. It never stopped ticking until one night when someone died in his sleep. The clock froze at 3:33 a.m. It stayed like that for 10 years until his sister Maria returned to the house. When the old man's parents died, Maria inherited the house. She didn't believe in ghosts, so she was very surprised when the clock started ticking again. Then one night it stopped again, 3:33 a.m. Maria got so scared she ran out of the house and didn't stop running until she was far away. The next morning, she went back to the house and found this note on her bedroom door. "You're next." There were no footprints in the snow. No one else was in the house, and the clock was ticking again. It was almost 3:33. Maria ran away again, but this time she called the police. When they arrived, they found the note and they dusted for fingerprints, but there were none. They searched the house and the surrounding area, but they found no evidence that anyone had been there. The grandfather clock was the only anomaly. It was an antique worth a lot of money. The police believed that whoever had written the note was trying to scare Maria away so they could steal the clock. But they couldn't find any evidence that a burglary had taken place, and then something strange happened. One of the officers looked at his watch. It was 3:32. He and the other officers started to make fun of him, but then they all heard it. The grandfather clock in the corner chimed 3 times. Then they all heard a voice. It said, "You're next," just like the note. The officers looked at each other. They didn't know what to do. They had never experienced anything like this before, so they did the only thing they could think of. They arrested the grandfather clock. They took it to the station house and put it in an evidence locker. They didn't want to take any chances. The next day, they brought the clock back to the house. They wanted to get rid of it, but no one would come forward and claim it. They couldn't keep it at the station house, so they decided to return it to Maria. When she opened the door and saw the clock, she screamed. The officers were so startled they all fell down. But then they heard a voice. It said, "You're welcome," and the clock started to tick. It was 3:33.